evening, everybody. My name is Melissa Healy, and I'll be doing a speech on careers in photography. And I think it's a very rewarding career if you have the passion to do it. Photographer captures human life, which God values. Also, you don't take a photograph, you make it. And that's a famous quote from Ansel Adams. And as well as I've always been into photography about 5 years ago when I got my first camera, which was a D60 Nikon. But then I got a new camera, I upgraded to a D700. It's kind of heavy, but it's a great camera if you're going to invest in a good camera as a photographer, save your money, and buy a good camera. Don't be cheap with your photography equipment. And as well as the salary, some people don't like it, but I think it's a decent salary. It's about $54,000 a year, and that's as per salary.com. Also, as well as when you're taking the pictures, you want to make sure that you have a good camera bag that can hold all your lenses, and you need plenty of batteries. Make sure you always have the batteries. And there are many different types of photographers out there. You have weddings, you have graduations, you have all kinds of different ceremonies, etc., etc. And I feel that a photographer is called by God to capture or record human life because it's something God values very highly. And if I have any questions in the audience, you may ask them now at this time. Any questions?
Can someone who casually takes pictures be considered a photographer?
Well, in my opinion, I would not call them a photographer. I would just call it their hobby or something they do on the side. A photographer is a very rewarding career, and it's something they do for a living, usually. Is there any more questions? Yes.
What type of photographer was Ansel Adams?
What type of photographer? He was a landscape photographer. He did landscaping, and he did the Yellowstone Park. Would there be any more questions? Last question. Yes.
What type of photographer are you?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm a portrait photographer. I love taking portraits of families usually, but I'll do cats and dogs and animals, but I prefer like families, kids, and I think capturing them on camera is just a great experience. And if you ever get a chance to have that rewarding experience, nothing can ever take that from you. And that is the end of my speech, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you.